Hey, sup, yo? This is Robinson once again. Hoping you're doing pretty well so far, guys. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you all about the last activities that you need to do during this English that word course. Okay, so please, if you have any concern about the activity that you're going to do, let me know in time. Do not send me any message throughout the weekend because I'm not going to be available for you just from Monday to Friday. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is to click on the English that word to course. Go to click on the contenido del curso, course contents. Click on the final activity, which is activity 4. So you need to click on that. Like I always say to you guys, try to review the materials and support. If you want to succeed in this activity, click on materials and support. You have the chance to study the content of this material. So you remember that you can read the instruction either in English or in Spanish, just in case if you read it in English you couldn't understand either word. You can reinforce that information by reading the instruction in English. I'm going to click on next in order to show you the multimedia version and of course the downloadable version. So I'm going to click on the downloadable version in order to show you all the topics that you have to cover by studying this content. The first one is obligation and lack of obligation. So you're going to study all about obligación y falta de obligación. When to say es un deber, when to not say it is not a mandatory or it is not obligación. So abilities and possibility. Habilidad y posibilidad. Preposition of movement, preposiciones de movimiento. Shopping in English, haciendo compras en inglés. Means of transportation at the airport. And places around town. So all these topics are the ones that you are going to cover in these materials and support, and that you will need to do the activities or evidences. Okay, so that's the importance of reinforcing knowledge by reviewing these materials and supports. So if you go down, you will start by the expressions that had to do with obligation is lack of obligation. What to say that? So when we talk about activity we are obliged to do, activity we have no choice about, we use have to. Cuando hablamos de actividades que estamos obligados a hacer, actividades que no son opcionales, usamos tener que. For example, we have to wear a tie to work. It is not an option. It is a rule the company has, so we have to fulfill it. We have to obey. We don't have chance to break the law, or we don't have chance to break the rule because that rule is already set by the company. If you want to continue working by the company, you need to obey. You need to respect that rule. So that's an example, and you will find more information. As soon as you go down reviewing this material, you get more information. Okay, so I'm going to close it. There you have studied the materials and support. You have to click on the evidences. Then you have the instructions, but I'm going to stop there. Then you have the first activity, which is planning my trip. In this activity, I'm going to download the document in order to make it easier for you and to clarify any doubt you may have about this activity. I'm going to click open it for you. Let me enable it. So you have in first place the instruction, planning my trip. I'm going to read it in Spanish, or even though in English, you have the chance to read the instructions in Spanish. So imagine you are going on a business trip to London in December. Complete the checklist on the next page considering all the aspects you need to study before traveling. For doing the evidence, you need to take into account the piece of advice given. Don't forget to use have to, don't have to. So, can and can't. So these are the most relevant information you have to use when organizing the checklist that you, or that information that you consider is relevant for you when organizing your checklist, when going to London. Okay, in Spanish dice, imagine que va a hacer un viaje de negocios a Londres en diciembre. Complete la lista de chequeo que se encuentra en la siguiente página con todos los aspectos que debe considerar antes de viajar. Para hacer la evidencia necesita tener en cuenta los consejos que se le dan a continuación. No olvide usar have to, don't have to, or can and can't. So here you will find the advice. Esos son los consejos. Por ejemplo, UK Visa Application Center. Check if you need a visa. Make sure you have enough money to cover emergencies or any unexpected situation. Make sure your family and friends know where you are going to, and that they can contact you while you are away. So these are the advice they give you, like an example for you to complete the checklist. Here you have more examples, and then you will find the checklist. This is the checklist that you need to complete. In every point, for example, travel document. So in every beginning, on a specific information that you need to complete or use, you have like an example. For example, travel documents. You have an example already given for you. I have to get a visa for the UK. Travel insurance. I can't travel without insurance. Clothes. I have to buy a winter coat. Contact information. I have to tell mom and dad about my hotel location. Cell phone service. I have to pay for international roaming service. Money and types of payments. I have to, to save enough money for my trip. And here you have environmental care. I can't drop later. Driving. I have to learn to drive on the left. Local customs. I have to watch British films. Taking photos. I have to take my camera. Import and exports. I can't take exotic animals to the UK. So this is the information, this is the checklist that you need to complete by taking into account the title of every point. So these are the titles which are highlighted in bold. Entonces lo que usted tiene que considerar es que, por ejemplo, en los títulos y en cada punto hay un ejemplo ya para que ustedes se guíen con esos ejemplos, y es básicamente lo que ustedes van a hacer. Entonces, una vez ustedes diligencian este formulario, este documento, me lo van a enviar para yo poderles calificar su trabajo, ¿correcto? So, once you have studied or completed this first evidence, you are going to click on next. Here you have an interactive activity. Remember that if you start the interactive activity, you need to complete it. You need to complete it, because if you don't do that, the app or the applicative is going to grade you not satisfactorily. So be careful and go through the whole activity. Alright, so here we have more example, more activity. Describing cities and places. So remember to download the documents. Once you have downloaded, open it, save it on your PC, on your device, with the same name of the activity, just in order to avoid any inconvenience or any confusion with the evidence that you're going to submit. Because sometimes we tend to download the document, or we change the name of the activity, or the title or the name of the document, and then we ourselves get confused. So in this evidence, you are going to see images of 5 cities and their landmarks. Write a paragraph describing each city and country it belongs, and the landmark shown. Use the vocabulary from the box for the description. The first one is done for you as an example. Entonces, a continuación, verá imágenes de 5 ciudades y lugares representativos. Escriba un párrafo describiendo cada ciudad, el país al que pertenece y el lugar mostrado. Usa el vocabulario dentro del recuadro para las descripciones. La primera ha sido ya hecha como un ejemplo. Entonces, note, we recommend to do some research on the places to be described before writing the paragraph. Nota, recomendamos hacer una pequeña investigación sobre los lugares antes de escribir los párrafos. So, here you will find the chart in which you get a lot of interesting information to use when writing down, you know, the paragraph or describing each city. So this one is already given for you as an example. You can use it as a model for you to complete the following one. So here we have Rome, Italy, St. Peter's Square. So please procure to research for more information in the internet in order to have a better understanding, a better idea of this place. The same situation you are going to do with Sydney, Australia, the Sydney Opera House. So procure to find more information. You know, where is that place located, and also what is that place famous when it was founded. So the most relevant information that you can find in the internet, try to use it. Here you got another one. Please visit Edinburgh, Scotland, Edinburgh Castle. So what is that about? And here you have Dubai, United Arab Emirates, the Burj Khalifa. This is one of the most remarkable buildings ever built in the world. Okay, guys, so once you have found that information in the internet, in front of on the left picture, you are going to add that information, that description. Okay, there you go. Like the same lady here in this first image. So this is the image, the name of the place, and here you find the description of that place. It is quite specific, and you need to be specific either giving that information. Don't go beyond boundaries. That's basically all about this activity. Once we have completed, send it through the right environment. Entonces, una vez lo hayan completado, procuren enviarlo a través del entorno correspondiente. Very good. Let's move on. Here you have another activity, which is getting to Bogota. I'm downloading that evidence, that document, to explain to you all about this. So, getting to Bogota, this is another evidence. It says Johanna's friend Saki is coming to Colombia. She's traveling from Yokohama to Bogota. She wrote an email to Johanna showing her itinerary. Please read the message. La amiga de Johanna, Saki, va a venir a Colombia. Ella estará viajando desde Yokohama a Bogotá y le escribió un email a Johanna mostrándole su itinerario. Por favor, lea el mensaje. Entonces aquí usted tiene la carta, ¿sí? De Saki Konishi. Tienen la carta que le enviaron a Saki, ¿sí? Johanna's friend. Luego se van a bajar y se van a encontrar con más información sobre el tiquete, ¿sí? Toda la información del itinerario de Johanna. Aquí van a encontrar, por ejemplo, useful language for writing emails, vocabulario útil para escribir emails. Entonces ustedes lo pueden utilizar. Tienen expresiones como dear, hi, name, my dear friend. All more information. So, aquí tienen ustedes también un plan de escritura. Objective, to write a reply to shaky email message. Entonces aquí tienen unos chunks. Chunks son como unos trozos de expresiones, son unas expresiones ya dadas que solamente ustedes la van a utilizar. Ahora, entonces una vez ustedes ya familiarizado con esta información que está en este recuadro y las anteriores, vamos a leer el punto 4 que dice que ustedes, ¿sí?, deben escribir el correo para completar la evidencia. Usted debe darle instrucciones claras a Saki siguiendo el plan de escritura y usar por lo menos 5 preposiciones de movimiento en el contexto indicado. Tenga en cuenta los diferentes medios de transporte que usará y los lugares por los que pasará.